Hey guys, happy weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Okay, I do not see any hiccups here. All right, so I think it's going to be a great weekend. I'm going to hit this from a few different directions. I'll hit it from a love one-on-one relationship perspective because that sits in here too, and from business. I think that that's great. And just life in general. We all have different things going on, right? But we have the Nine of Coins coming in. Great card, okay? And I actually don't think that that is, I think that's, the combinations here are just wonderful. I won't get ahead of myself and confuse you. We've got the Three of Coins. We've got the Nine of Cups, right? Two nines. We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got the Three of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Justice card, okay? I wouldn't break them down into days because energy is fluid, right? Energy is just going to flow. So this is the weekend as a whole. How it plays out, excuse me, will be different. I think for some of you, the cart may come before the horse, and for some of you, it'll be the opposite. But let's come at this first. First, I want to tell you, we've got the Three of Coins, okay, and the Nine of Coins. And we've got the Nine of Cups, okay? This can be something, guys, as simple as the 3 and the 9s. They're active but unstable numbers, okay? But that's not a negative. The 3 is just the coming in of something, and the 9 is the going out. It can be something as simple as, honestly, you know, you go to buy your kids' school clothes, right? And they're on sale. So you're done, but you get to save more money here, right? Something like that. Or it could be something like, you know, it's your first day at something, and now the day's over, right? It can be something like that. They don't need to be big, grandiose things. It can be the start of something, you know, you cast it out, you know, you send a screenplay off to someone, and, you know, you're waiting back to hear how it's going to play out. It can be something like that. So I think what's going to happen here, too, is there's something very strong through here about a message coming. So if you've been waiting on something, anything. It can come via email, a letter, text. It can come in some way, but be on the lookout for it, okay? Because that's definitely coming here. I want to point that out really clearly. Maybe you see something outside. Maybe you see, you know, like a feather or a sign or something like, you know, from Mother Nature or something too, okay? Whatever it is that you're looking for an answer on, you're soon going to get it, okay? All right, that's what I see in that. I want to say this too, okay? If that message or that answer that you're looking for, this is not the Ace of Swords, right? But she's got a sword, so that's the only reason that I'm putting this out here, and they sit very close together. These two cards in combination, if this were an ace, which it's not, but the sword is here, okay? It can mean if you're waiting to find out if you're pregnant, you'll get that answer. This can mean a pregnancy, okay? So, what else do we have here? Prosperity, contentment, news coming, like I referenced, okay? Whatever it is, if you're doing something in business and you're just holding your breath waiting to see how it went, or an exam, right? I know I have clients that are taking medical boards, and I know I have legal clients that are, that are passing their bar. So I know this is, you'll get the answers in here, and it's good news, okay? The Justice card, whatever it is, brings balance to something. I also have clients in the middle of legal issues. This is a good card for that, especially here in this spot, okay? What I want to say here is we've got the Four of Swords in here, okay? I want to take that as we've got 3s and we've got 9s in here. What we're missing are the 5s and the 8s, which are good, right? Because the 5s they show up where we've got hiccups, and the 8s are, I think, the 8s, why I always advise you to take a step back, not leave, right? Take a step back, don't take off. Because it's usually something that we don't like change, right? It's that 8th house even. Scorpios are the happiest people, but they just don't like change. Sometimes we just don't like things sometimes, right? But we don't have those cards here. We've got a 3 and a 9, which tells me that there's going to be smooth sailing here. The only reason I'm pointing out this 4 is because I'm pretty sure we got it yesterday, okay? And this card can be a card of someone in a relationship, either wanting to do something more creative, wanting to try something new, maybe needing some time out. If this is the case for some of you, let the person have that time, right? Let the person, I assure you, it's not going to go in a detrimental way. It'll go in a way that it's supposed to, but it's needed here. So someone may just be coming down with something. They may just be, maybe, you just started a relationship and, excuse me, you've just started a relationship and it's just been, you know how that goes. It shakes up your schedule and you're out more than you're usually not, and you're just tired or coming down with something. These planets are retrograde, but they're coming out little by little. That throws us into allergies. The seasons are changing. So someone just may need some downtime. Give that to them, because whoever it is, they need some time to recharge here. That's essential, okay? Now, what it can mean too is maybe it does give some stability here. It's some, maturity in a different way of thinking, a more practical way of thinking, an idea, right, that you've thought about. Because threes are just like they're the just getting it off the ground, but it's not unstable territory yet. The four would give it stability, right? A new way to look at something. It brings it into reality, like, oh, maybe we could do this instead, right? It's organized and stable thoughts too. We haven't had air in a very long time, so now maybe we're just getting our thought processes back. We're getting a little bit more organized. This, guys, is a very, very, it's a positive throw. It really is. There's no way to really pull a negative in here. I mean, you could if you want, if you just chose to be stubborn and not, go forward. But I find that very, very hard to believe with all of these great cards around it, okay? Again, prosperity is in here. If you're waiting on news, maybe a job interview you went on, the news is coming. And I really don't see it being a negative. I really don't. So, and keep in mind, if something comes and it's not for you, the right one is coming. Because this card is heavenly justice. It's a stable card here, and it brings balance into your life, whatever it is. And with 2 9s and 2 3s, they also, even though they're active unstable numbers, they bring stability, okay? So I think this is a great throw. I think whatever it is that you're doing now is successful. I think if you're waiting on an answer for something, it comes. Watch for signs outside too, and don't discount them because they don't show up in how you expect them to. They may show up, say you applied for a loan or something like that, right? You may not get it through the bank. Someone may offer, to draw up a contract with you. It's your sign. Don't turn it away, because if you're asking for help, it's showing up. It just may not show up in the way that you want, okay? So be open. Don't cut yourself off, okay? I think this is a great reading. I think you'll have a wonderful weekend, and I think it's been a long time coming. So enjoy it, okay? Enjoy it. And only put positive energy on something. I think a good many of you are waiting for answers. It may be, like an old-fashioned love letter. Guys, if you're watching this, or women, do something like that. People still do, and I know I'm an old fuddy-duddy, and I'm really not, but people like handwritten things. Write something on a piece of paper and just, send the screenshot to someone if that's what you want to do. Do something creative. Do something creative here, okay? Spice things up a little bit. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to look at anything for you, okay? Thank you so much.